Oh, hello, we are group 5, and this is the demo of our project Travelor. So Travelor is a travel agent chatbot that is easy to use, and we hope that it can not only help the users to obtain detailed travel information like the flight, hotel, or the weather, but it can also deliver some general travel plan or recommendations to users. So let me first show you. This is the main interface of the Travelor, and here we can open a new chat and interact with our chatbot. So let's suppose that I want to have a short trip to Chicago, and maybe the first thing that occurs to me that I want to have a general plan for that. So maybe we can ask Travelor like, let me a 1 day trip to Chicago, and now it's processing it. So it will gather some information online and generate an abstract of the travel plan. So this might take a while. For that. Okay, so now the traveler has generated the travel plan for that. We can see that start with a day with a visit to Wells Tower, then stroll through park, blah blah blah. And besides this general plan, you can also gather some hotel information online, such as the hotel. So maybe I would ask, I want a hotel, let's say this Saturday. So now you ask, in which city you want to stay? So I would stay in Chicago. And now we will gather the hotel information online, and so we have the hotel name, the price, rating, and address here. Uh, so we can also ask something like the weather. So, for example, what is the weather like uh, in Chicago? Let's say tomorrow. Oh, it will say sunny. So we can also ask one more thing about the flight. So maybe I want to buy I want to book a flight this Saturday. Now it will ask what's the departure. So maybe from Miami, and destination, of course, to Chicago. And now we will query the information online with respect. Oh, okay. So now we have some flight information here, have the departure, arrival, price, blah, blah, blah. And this is basically the user experience built with the Travelor. And now let me show you some detail that was happening on the backend. Let me change the screen share. So here, as you can see, basically the whole project is running on 3 services. So the leftmost one is the NLU server. It is for entity classification and entity extraction, intent classification. Sorry. And basically, what it does is that, for example, when users ask something about flight, will try to fill a form which we predefined here. It will have we will try to fill the departure, the destination, the depart date, and once the form is filled, it will activate the action, which is essentially a Python function here. So as you can see, the Python function will gather the departure, destination, depart flight, and the web search, web API query, and it will render, or sorry, send the messages to the Firebase. And let me show you database we're using. Um, Yeah, so we are using the Google Firebase, which is essentially a very useful NoSQL database. And as you can see, we have a lot of messages here, which is basically include all of the history, dialogue histories that happened. And we also use this history to control the dialogue state. Here, as you can see, answer coming. And once the front end detects that there's a new response from our traveler backend here, you will render this answer front end here. So this is basically the overall workflow of our project. Thank you.